It's time now for a look at latest in local sports and sports high school football tonight from Savannah, Georgia, Memorial Stadium as the Wayne County Yellow Jackets take on the Warriors of Jenkins High School. Kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Our coverage begins at 6:30 tonight with the Wayne County Coaches Show as we sit down with Coach Shaw, get his comments on tonight's game as well as recap last week's 28-7 win over Statesboro. With the win last week, the Wayne County Yellow Jacket football team has moved into the top 10 in the Class 4A rankings with a 3-1 record. Coach Shaw says it's quite an honor, but he says this team has a long way to go.
I told the team we didn't talk much about it because everybody could probably guess how I feel about it as far as, we're not there yet. We've still got a lot to do. But I am very proud and happy for our community, happy for our football team, and I'm not trying to downplay that because that's something to be proud of. And those kids have worked extremely hard and, we've been able to crack the top 10 and great recognition for our community, our school, and our kids. But we also understand that's where we belong. That's the standard. That's, 10 isn't the pinnacle. This is where this program belongs year in and year out, and that's the standard, and that's what we need to be and expect. And so it's another great step in the right direction. I'm glad our guys can see some success, but we all understand, coaches, players, everybody involved with this organization, understands that we still got a long way to go, and the pinnacle isn't being ranked in the top 10 or having a few good games in the non-region stretch. So we'll continue to work and go back, but it's a great recognition, and I'm proud of our community and happy for our community and happy for our team.
And again, those comments, Coach J. Bo Shaw. You can hear all his comments tonight on the Wayne County Coaches Show. Once again, that's this afternoon at 6:30, followed by our pregame show from Savannah at 7. Kickoff tonight, 7:30 p.m. Other high school games this evening. Long County's at home hosting Savannah Country Day. Berks at Statesboro. Ware County hosts Bainbridge. Coffee plays at Richmond Hill. Brunswick and Glen Academy have their annual grudge match down in Brunswick, Georgia. South Effingham's at Effingham. BC taking on Bowles High School out of Florida. Reminder, the only way to purchase tickets for tonight's high school game is to get on GoFan.com. Again, there'll be no cash ticket sales tonight at the game in Savannah. JV football team in action at home Thursday, hosting Savannah Christian. JV team wins the game 28-zip. Quarterback Jace Thrift ran for a long touchdown, connected twice on touchdown passes to Lamary and Jordan. Trip Armstrong 4 for 4 on PATs. An impressive win by the JV football team. JV defense playing just like the varsity defense, fast and quick as they shut out Savannah Christian 28-zip. Victor Love, another good running back. Bradley Wood, a nice job at linebacker in JV 28, Savannah Christian 0. Varsity girls softball team easily defeated Burke County on the road Thursday by a score of 16-0. Lady Jackets improved to 5-0 in region play, 15-1 on the year. That's 15 straight wins now for the Lady Yellow Jackets. We'll be back in action Tuesday and Thursday at home of next week. Tuesday they host New Hampstead, game time 5:30. The Thursday game against the Islands also 5:30 game. Again, both games next week here on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5. Varsity girls volleyball team at home with 2 matches. Girls defeated Burke 2-1, but lost to the Islands 2-zip. They traveled to Bryan County on Tuesday, to Southeast Bullock on Thursday. The area tournament for girls volleyball is set for October the 15th. Both the cross-country team and the competition cheer team in action this Saturday. Cross-country runners in Jacksonville, Florida for an invitational that begins at 4 p.m. Competition cheer team at Bacon County. That competition begins at 12:30. College football Saturday, number 1 Georgia at home hosting Kent State. That's a 12 noon kickoff in Athens. Georgia Tech's at UCF Saturday, kickoff at 4 p.m. on AM 1370. And Georgia Southern hosting Ball State, kickoff at 6 p.m. All that action on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5. Some other college games, Florida at Tennessee, Michigan hosts Maryland, Clemson's at Wake Forest, Arkansas at Texas A&M, Wisconsin at Ohio State, Alabama hosts Vandy, Oklahoma hosts Kansas State, and Notre Dame plays North Carolina. Sunday, Jacksonville is at L.A. to take on the Chargers. That's a 4 p.m. kickoff on AM 1370. Falcons in a 425 game on Sunday. They're in Seattle. That game on FM 105.5. NFL last night, Cleveland over Pittsburgh 29-17. The Atlanta Braves hit into the weekend series with the Philadelphia Phillies, a game and a half behind the New York Mets as the Mets were idle yesterday while the Braves lost Thursday afternoon to Philadelphia, final 1-0. Again, the lead 1.5 games heading into tonight's action. Game time tonight for the Atlanta Braves, 7:05. In golf, the President's Cup taking place at Quail Hollow, North Carolina. Thursday, a good day for the USA golfers. They lead the international golfers 4-1 after day one of the competition. That goes all weekend long. USA needs 11.5 points overall to win the President's Cup. Recreation scoreboard from last night in 8U football. The Wildcats win Memorial with 0. The Roll Tide team 12. In 10U football, it was the Tide 28, Bulldogs 8. 8U soccer, Durham 2, Sap 1. Williams and Aldridge tied 1-1. Ward over Hostetler 6-0. Scott over Wingate 1-0. And Hall over Vasquez 6-3. In 10U soccer, it was McDonald and Hostetler tied 2-2. Vasquez 3, Marino 1. Highsmith 4, Graham 1. In 12U soccer, Cruz 3, Marino 1. Wingate 6, Hubbard 0. In 14U soccer, it was a tie between Smith and Mendez at 2-2. That's going to do it for the latest in local sports.